kids. I'm Miss Karen. Did you have fun last week on the Rocky Railway for BBS? I know I did. If you missed it, or you just liked it so much you want to see it again, you can go to YouTube at Rez Kidz Family, and each day is posted there. But you need to do it soon because it's only there for the month of July. But now we're going to switch tracks. So I'm going to pray and we'll get started. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for the fun we had at BBS and for all the people who worked so hard to make that happen. Please, please help us to remember to be kind to each other. Amen. Well, let's get started.
Hello, friends! Welcome to This Week at Rez Kidz. I'm Miss Jessica.
And I'm Miss Chris.
And we're here to tell you what your stories are this week.
This week, we're learning about the stories, the 10 Plagues, which comes from Exodus 7 through 10.
And how about our Bible point?
Our Bible point is God protects us.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Let's memorize the Bible.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I'm here to help you learn your Bible verse for this week. The verse comes from Psalm 32:7. For my preschoolers, the verse is, "You will keep me safe from trouble." Now let me hear you say that. Good job. Now for the elementary students, it's a little bit harder. The verse is, "You are my hiding place. You will keep me safe from trouble. You will surround me with songs sung by those who praise you, because you save your people." Now let me hear you say that. Yeah? Good job. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next time. Bye.
It's Bible time.
Hi friends, we're going to read the story about the plagues today. The plagues. God told Moses, "I'm going to fill Egypt with miracles, but Pharaoh is not going to listen to you. Take your staff and throw it down in front of Pharaoh. It will turn into a snake." Moses and Aaron did what God commanded, and the staff did turn into a snake. But Pharaoh called his magicians, who did the same thing. But then Aaron's staff swallowed their staffs. Yet Pharaoh wouldn't listen to him. Look at that face. He is not listening. God said to Moses, "Go say to Pharaoh, God, the God of the Hebrews, says, release my people so they can worship me in the wilderness. I'm going to take this staff that I'm holding," see it right there in his hand, "and I'm going to strike this Nile River water. The water will turn to blood." Aaron raised his staff and he hit the water in the Nile. All the water in the Nile turned to blood. But the magicians of Egypt did the same thing, so still Pharaoh remained stubborn. God said to Moses, "Go tell Pharaoh and say, if you refuse to release my people, I'm warning you, I will hit the whole country with frogs. The Nile will be swarming with frogs. They'll come up into your houses, into your bedrooms, and even into your beds." Aaron stretched his staff over the waters of Egypt, and a mob of frogs came up and covered the country. But again, the magicians did the same thing. Pharaoh still wouldn't listen to Moses and Aaron, just as God had said. Oh my goodness, look at all the frogs everywhere, all over him. God said to Moses, "You tell Aaron, take your staff and you strike the dust. The dust will turn into gnats." See all these little tiny flying things? All over Egypt. All of the dust of the earth turned into gnats. Gnats everywhere in Egypt. The magicians tried to produce the gnats, but this time they couldn't do it. God said to Moses, "You tell Pharaoh, if you don't release my people, I'll release swarms of flies on you." Have you guys ever been bothered by a little fly going bzz, 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 bzz? Can you imagine flies everywhere? That's just what they did. God did just that. All over Egypt, the country was ruined by flies. But Pharaoh once again would not release the people. God said to Moses, "You tell Pharaoh, if you refuse to release my people, God will strike your farm animals with a severe disease." Uh-oh, this is getting serious here. And the next day, God did it. All the farm animals of Egypt died, but not one animal of the Israelites died. But Pharaoh stayed stubborn. He wouldn't release the people. So wow, God protected their animals, didn't he? God said to Moses and Aaron, "Take fistfuls of soot from a furnace and you throw it into the air right before Pharaoh's eyes. It will become fine dust all over Egypt and cause sores on people and animals throughout Egypt. Oh, that sounds scary. So they took soot from a furnace and they threw it up in the air, and it caused sores on people and animals. Pharaoh still wouldn't listen. He's stubborn, isn't he? Look, he's got sores all over him, and still he's going, no, 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 no. God said to Moses, you tell Pharaoh, this time I'm going to strike you with a terrific hailstorm. Do you know what hail is? Hail is chunks of ice that come down out of the sky. That would be scary, huh? Moses lifted his staff to the skies, and God sent peals of thunder, and hail shot through with lightning strikes. God rained hail down on the land of Egypt, except for Goshen, where the Israelites lived. There was no hail in Goshen. Wow, it looks like God protected his people again, huh? But when Pharaoh saw that the rain and hail and thunder had stopped, he kept right on sinning. Oh my goodness, stubborn as ever. He refused to release the Israelites. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said to him, God, the God of the Hebrews says, how long are you going to refuse to release my people? Watch out. Tomorrow I'm bringing locusts into your country. They'll devour everything. Devour means eat. Oh my goodness, I think those are the locusts right there. They'll devour everything left over from the hailstorm, even the saplings out in the field. Saplings are like little bitty trees. Moses stretched out his staff over the land of Egypt. There never was an invasion of locusts like it in the past, and never will be again. But Pharaoh still didn't release the Israelites. God said to Moses, stretch your hand up to the skies. Let darkness descend on the land of Egypt. Moses stretched out his hand to the skies. Thick darkness descended on the land of Egypt for 3 whole days. Nobody could see anything, except for the Israelites. They had light where they were living. Oh, looks like God took care of them again, huh? But God kept Pharaoh stubborn as ever. He would not agree to release them. My goodness, Pharaoh's really stubborn, isn't he? The first Passover. God said to Moses, I'm going to hit Pharaoh in Egypt one final time, and then he'll let you go. Then Moses spoke to Pharaoh, God's message, at midnight, I will go through Egypt, and every firstborn child in Egypt will die. Also the firstborn of the animals. So this is getting serious. I hope he listens this time. Then all these servants of yours will beg me to leave. Leave, you and all the people who follow you. And I will most certainly leave. Does he look like he's going to say yes and let them leave? He sure doesn't. God said to Moses and Aaron, tell all the people of Israel that each man is to take a lamb for his family. Your lamb must be a healthy male, 1 year old, and then kill it and take some of the blood and smear it on the 2 doorposts and the frame of the door. There's the doorposts, the whole frame right there. You are to eat the meat roasted in the fire, along with bread made without yeast and bitter herbs. Eat in a hurry. It's the Passover to God. I will go through the land of Egypt on this night and strike down every firstborn in the land of Egypt. I am God. Boy, he can do anything he wants to, can't he? The blood will serve as a sign on the houses where you live. When I see the blood, I'll pass right over you. This will be a day to remember. You will celebrate it as a festival to God throughout all the generations. This marks the exact day I brought you out in force from the land of Egypt. Moses assembled all the leaders of Israel. He said, select a lamb for your families and kill the Passover lamb. Smear the blood on the frame and on the 2 doorposts. No one is to leave the house till morning. God will pass through to strike Egypt down. When he sees the blood on the frame and the 2 doorposts, God will pass over the doorway. Everybody's following his directions. They're going to put the blood right there so that God knows who his people are. When you enter the land which God will give you as he promised, keep doing this. And when your children say to you, why are we doing this? You tell them it's the Passover sacrifice to God, who passed over the homes of the Israelites in Egypt when he hit Egypt with death, but he rescued us. The people bowed and worshipped.
I got a
I
question.
got a question.
I got a question.
Hi kids, it's Miss Denise. I've got some questions about our story today. Question number 1. Were Pharaoh's magicians able to do the same miracles that Aaron was able to do? Nope. They could only do some of them. Question number 2. Did Moses and Aaron give up when the magicians copied their first miracle? Nope. God had prepared them with many miracles. Okay, last one. Question number 3. Was Pharaoh finally convinced to let God's people go? Nope, that's right. His heart remained hard. Thanks for helping me with the questions and answers, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Science time!
Happy Sunday, friends, and welcome back to Science Time. I'm Miss Chris.
And I'm Miss Jessica.
And Miss Jessica,
That was my timer. It's okay.
what are we going to be doing today for Science Time?
So, one of the plagues was hail.
Okay,
And hail is made out of
made out of ice.
ice. So we thought we'd do some fun ice activities.
Okay,
Alright, so I have a plate of
water. Frozen water.
ice. And I have 2 water bottles. So we're going to try this and see.
Okay,
2 water bottles that have been in the freezer for about 3 hours.
okay.
So what happens is they don't freeze, but they become, what they call it, super cold, like super ice. So we're going to whack the bottle on the counter to
Okay.
activate the ice. And then we're going to pour it on here slowly.
Uh-huh.
And it should create like a little mountain of...
Okay, cool.
So try this one.
Well, first we're going to put on our eyewear because I
Certainly.
am whacking something on the table. I would like to protect my eyes.
And let
So
me make sure
boys
we're
and
out.
girls, make sure you get your eyewear and you ask your parents' help in this activity. Which one am I doing first?
I think this one probably.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and get my...
And I'm whacking.
Just whack it. It's...
that-
oh, look.
Oh, okay.
You can see the ice start
Yes.
to form. Look. Okay, now
Okay.
open it up
All right, here we go.
and pour, and let's see what happens. Let's do it. Oh no.
Whoa. Whoa.
That, look at, but I want you to look in here.
Yes.
Go ahead and pour it. Let's get something bigger. Because that's real big. Oh.
Oh, this guy's gonna come out.
He's gonna come out.
Okay.
But we gotta get all the water out first. Go ahead and
Okay.
pour the water in there. Okay, you got all your water out? Let's get some of this water out here. Woo. Okay, now
Okay.
let's squeeze him. We're gonna have to. All right, let's squeeze and see what happened to that water.
It won't come out. He's not.
Oh, look,
Okay,
there he
yes,
is.
hold
He's coming. He's coming. She's stronger than I am.
Maybe.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there's more water.
So look here, I just want you guys to look. It is not solid ice, but let's try this guy. I'm gonna whack him, let's see what he does.
Sure, we'll give him a shot.
Okay. Let's see if he
Should I
starts
whack him again?
Yeah. Did he start? Oh, he's already froze. Look, he already started to get slushy. Look at him.
Okay. Do I need to pour the water out?
I think so. Let's do that. My camera work is all over the place right now.
Oh, a chunk came out already.
I just want to see this piece. That's all we want to see. We want to see
Okay.
this chunky icy stuff. Can you get it out though? See, that's, oh, there it comes.
There it goes.
Ah,
There he is.
go ahead and put him on.
All right, well.
He's hard to get out. But that just shows you that we get not completely to a solid ice, but we go to this kind of slushy.
Yep.
If I compress it and get all of the water out,
Oh, that's cool. You kind of can form whatever.
make it a bigger ice crystal. So that's what would happen. If it was in the freezer for any bit more time,
That's cool.
it would be more hard ice.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay.
Science time fun. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, well, I hope you had fun. Don't forget to join us on the Rocky Railway, just for July. All aboard. Bye.